Hello, everybody. It's Deacon Dave, and this week, starting to look a little bit at who God is. It's a very important issue. If we're going to be able to change and become like Him, we have to know who God is. So, one of the ways of looking at God is to be a king. Another is to be Lord. Another is to be our Savior. There are many ways that make a difference in how we think about God. Our upbringing. Were we brought up in a religious family? Or were we not brought up at all with any religion? Many of these things come into play. But the good news is we can all become sanctified. Jesus came down from heaven onto earth to sanctify all of us. So many things happen that are good for religion and for us. So let's start this journey. Let's look at God as King and see where that brings us. See you in a bit. We might think of a medieval king who actually does their job. He has the armies and quite powerful in a worldly sense. A ruler's job, though, is to guide and teach, bring his people along, and he's in charge of making a better state of living for each of them. Now, the purpose of the army is simply to protect his people, not grabbing land, not for his own personal gain, but he's wanting to look toward his own people's welfare. Now, we may laugh at this these days because as our leaders really don't reflect these qualities anymore. But this is their true job. They've completely forgotten it. The lure of sin affects each and every one of us. Well, that was an interesting look at God as we see Him as King, and exactly how different it is from the reality of the kings and the presidents and prime ministers that we see today. Very interesting how much they have forgotten their jobs. But what we showed you is the way God is. He's a loving, protecting God who is there for our good and our best interests. So next time we're going to get together and we will talk about God as Lord and Master. A little bit different of a concept there. So we'll see you then. God bless. Bye-bye.